This afternoon, shortly after 1 p.m., UNC police were notified of shots being fired in Caudill Laboratories on our campus. The suspect was eventually apprehended and is now in custody. I'm grieved to report that one of our faculty members was killed in this shooting. This loss is devastating, and the shooting damages the trust and safety that we so often take for granted in our campus community.
I want to start by confirming, as the Chancellor did, we do have the suspect in custody from today's active assailant incident. At this time, we are not releasing the name of the suspect, as formal charges have not yet been filed. We are committed to conducting a thorough investigation, and we will provide as many updates throughout the process as we can. The FBI is providing assistance with multiple resources, including victim assistance and the evidence response team. UNC Police received a 911 call at 1:02 p.m. this afternoon reporting shots fired at Caudill Laboratory, located on South Road near the center of campus. An emergency alert Carolina was issued, and the emergency siren sounded at 1:04 p.m., notifying campus of the emergency and issuing a lockdown. Upon arrival at Caudill Labs, police discovered one individual, a faculty member, had been shot. Unfortunately, as we have reported, this person is deceased. This is the only fatality, and no other injuries were reported. Based on witness information at the scene, UNC police were able to identify a suspect, and after a search of the surrounding area, this suspect was taken into custody at 2:31 p.m. The lockdown of the campus remained while police verified the suspect's identity and conducted a comprehensive search for the weapon that was used in the shooting, which at this time has not been located. It is too early in this investigation to know a motive for the shooting. We will be working with all the law enforcement agencies you see represented here to uncover every fact available.
So at first we thought it was like maybe a drill or something. It took us a while to realize how serious it was, and you could feel in the room, like, the more and more we realized how real it was. Like, we went from sitting there on our social media to barricading doors. It was kind of unexpected.
We were in genome sciences over there, and we were just in the middle of our astronomy class, and the projector on the screen just came up with like the Alert Carolina message that was like, there's an armed and dangerous man on campus or something like that. And we just went through the lecture like normal for a little bit, and then we kind of realized it was a pretty serious situation. So I think we'd locked the doors pretty quickly, and we were just kind of like hunkering down, just like sitting in there waiting for more information. And it definitely was a little scary at first. But after a while, we kind of realized the cops were like they were kind of setting up camp like right outside our door. So like after a while, we kind of like, this feels like probably the safest place to be at the moment. So yeah.
We were just sitting in there for a while. A cop comes up to the front of the room and he's like, guys, you can go to South Campus or you can stay in here. So then we decided, okay, we're going to go to South Campus to get out of this room. Then we go outside to the lobby and they're like, okay, all clear, you can go anywhere now, just away from the scene.
Yeah, so by the time I kind of figured out and got sense of what's actually going on, I had headed upstairs to the top floor of Davis Library, where we can see over the entire center of campus and South Road, which is the main boundary line. And from there, we can see over to Caudill Labs, where we figured out that that's where the shooting occurred at. And over there, we see the police are just lining up all down, and you see fire trucks, EMS. There's what looked like armored vehicles coming in as the FBI, ATF, everyone came in. And it's just all kind of shocking, like this is happening here.
Yeah, no, I appreciate the kind words from the police chief, the chancellor, but when the chancellor commented on students being informed of a supposed protocol, there may be one that exists, but students have by no means been informed of it, let alone been able to practice it in a drill or really are aware of it at all. So that's what sort of acted as a big shock to me and my friends when we heard that.
This is truly a tragic day for our campus community. Chief James will give more details on the ongoing investigation, but this afternoon, shortly after 1 p.m., UNC police were notified of shots being fired in Caudill Laboratories on our campus. The suspect was eventually apprehended and is now in custody. I'm grieved to report that one of our faculty members was killed in this shooting. This loss is devastating, and the shooting damages the trust and safety that we so often take for granted in our campus community.
I'm very sorry to be standing before you today in these circumstances. It's a day we train for, but we hope it never comes. I know there will be a lot of questions as we try to answer as many as possible, but please understand this is an ongoing investigation, and there are many questions that we will not have the answers to at this time. I want to start by confirming, as the chancellor did, we do have the suspect in custody from today's active assailant incident. At this time, we are not releasing the name of the suspect, as formal charges have not yet been filed. We are committed to conducting a thorough investigation, and we will provide as many updates throughout the process as we can. Upon arrival at Caudill Labs, police discovered one individual, a faculty member, had been shot. Unfortunately, as we have reported, this person is deceased. We will not be releasing further details on that person at this time, as we are working to contact all of this person's family, and will be providing them with support and resources. This is the only fatality, and no other injuries were reported. Well, we certainly want an opportunity to interview the suspect, if that's possible, and to actually have the suspect in custody. It gives us an opportunity to figure out the why and even the how, and also helps us to uncover a motive and really just why this happened today. Why today? Why at all? And we want to learn from this incident, and we will certainly work to do our best to ensure that this never happens again on the UNC campus. And I think that that information that we could glean from the suspect is very important as we move forward.